Hello, my name is Steven Starmans and I'm director of KimDelta. KimDelta helps farmers and processors achieve a more sustainable business by co-designing their activities. I'd like to give you some examples. We co-develop a closed-loop mangrove shrimp farm business plan. We train smallholder farmer cooperatives how to achieve Global GAP certification and other sustainable certifications. We designed a closed-loop farming system for a solar farm. And now, new, we develop a salt lab, demonstration farm for saltwater adaptation practices. KimDelta's trainers have master degrees in agronomy and value chain management, and together they have more than 40 years experience in training and applied research implementation. We have one colleague with a master degree in biochemistry and a fully qualified accountant. At the moment, we have job openings for a seafood expert, an agronomist, and an event organizer. Living in the Mekong Delta and working closely with farmers and processors, we notice the devastating effect of the changing environment due to salinization and climate change. The problem is that these farmers do not have the capacity to adapt to this changing environment in a timely manner. Furthermore, there is no practical knowledge at university and government level to help them with this. The solution, or part of the solution, is to establish a demonstration farm where small-scale adaptation solutions can be tested and demonstrated. Examples of adaptation technologies are hydroponics, growing crops in containers on substrate, precision irrigation, drip irrigation, only bringing water to the crop itself, rainwater harvesting and storage, prepare for the lack of fresh water in the dry season, and waste transformation from water heights in the cocoa peat to substrates, for example. I'd rather talk about value chains instead of markets in this case, value chains of rice, vegetables, fruit, and integrated farming systems. Value chain actors, like input suppliers, sell now tractors, but they may need to switch to more horticulture machinery. Producers are going to have to start thinking quality rather than quantity and be more efficient. Collectors may have or want to change their storage facilities to cold storage. Processors will find that producer products will change, and with that, the processing needs. The services the Salt Lab offers are training in, for instance, hydroponics, waste transformation, and business planning, consultancy on closed-loop farming, waste transformation, and farm adaptation. We organize conferences to connect and match international parties with Vietnamese, and we can arrange tours on the Salt Lab and to other demonstration farms. Our customers will be the farmers, governmental departments for training, and donor countries who often have subsidies for applied research grants. Per service type, we have the following competitors: training, universities, NGOs, and commercial training institutions. Consultancy is also often done by university, NGOs, and consultancy agencies. Conferences are often organized by universities, NGOs, and event agencies, and tours by tourism and event agencies. Our strategy is to partner up and not to fight for something that needs all of our efforts. The Salt Lab is a social enterprise, meaning at least 50% of its profit has to be reinvested in the Salt Lab. Investment for establishment is relatively high. KimDelta and several donors will cover that from the perspective of social responsibility and become shareholders. Costs are maintenance costs, salaries, and fees for researchers. These costs are covered by the services the Salt Lab provides and the occasional sales of Salt Lab products like vegetables and fruit. Right from the start, we will partner with local university and government agencies. We will make an effort to appear at workshops and conferences that are attended by provincial television. Our training and consultancy customers will learn about us via television, Facebook, and Yalo. The Salt Lab will actively look for partnerships with foreign knowledge institutes and companies in order to have access to applied research grants. We will team up with local tourism agencies for co-organizing tours. If you look at the financials, you will see that the expenses are around 1 billion per year plus 200 million dong for amortization. This is covered by the revenues by our services and the sales of products, plus a little donations to Friends of Salt Lab. The investments needed for land, buildings, and equipment will amount to 2 million dong. First year expenses are 1 billion dong, not counting amortization. This means that the Salt Lab needs a first year capital to start of 3 billion dong. Delta will invest 1 billion dong of it. It remains 2 billion dong that need to come from investors. Finally, this is why we have come to you. We ask you to invest in the Salt Lab and cover part of the 2 billion dong the Salt Lab still needs. We regard your investment as a 10-year loan. The Salt Lab will pay a 5% yearly interest from year 3 on your invested amount. The name and logo of your company will be presented on our website and on location. The Salt Lab will start to gradually repay your invested amount from year 5. We hope you want to join us in helping smallholder farmers adapt to a changing environment. I thank you very much for your attention.